Hey guys, in today's video, I'll show you how you can use some basic techniques in Excel to clean your data. So I've segregated this whole video into three sets. In set one, I'll show you some examples of how you can remove all cells with formula that has an error. Basically, you can highlight them and delete them. Likewise, you can remove all cells that has a value as an error. So what do I mean by that is like, you have a data set like this, you have some errors and you want to just select them and delete it or highlight it likewise. So, and also I'll show you how you can highlight any cell that has a formula. In this, if you notice, you don't know which cells has a formula. So for example, if I see this has a formula. I'll just highlight them alone. Okay, so likewise, this cell has a formula. But I cannot keep clicking on each cell to identify which cell has a formula, but there is a quicker way to do it. I'll show you that. And the next set, what I'll show you is how you can fill the intermittent blank cells in a faster way. Let's say you have a data set like this and you have blank spaces between the rows where there is some data, but how you can convert this into something like this. Because if you use a pivot table on this data set, it won't work properly. But data set, okay, you can use a pivot table to do some kind of analysis. And here you will be filling it based on the data that is above the blank cell. And another example, I'll show you how you can fill it, okay, with the data that is below the blank cell. That's the second set. And the final one is, say you have a data like this. You can see this one has some line items and there's a total for that particular supplier name. But I want to highlight just the total. So something like this. I want to convert this into something like this. I'll show you how you can do that. So let's get started. To start with, let's do the first one, remove all cells with formula that has an error. Yeah? So I'm going to select this data from B6 to I24 and I'm going to go to special. So how do I do this? Just click on Control and G in your laptop and go to special and you can see all these options here. So here I just want to get rid of all the error that has a formula. So I'll go to formula and I want to select the errors. So this would highlight all the errors. If you want to highlight them with the color, you can just select it, or you can actually press delete. That would delete all those things. You can see those are blanks. So now still we see there's one more error that is saved as text. So I want to get rid of that also. So the way I do it is I'll select the whole thing and I say Control G again and click on special. And instead of going to formulas, this time I go to constant and I want to select errors. So that would select this automatically. If I highlight it, it'll show it as this. And I'll delete. Yeah, that's how we have to do it. I think those two are these two examples. Now I want to highlight in red all the cells that has a formula. So I don't know which cell has formula here. So the quicker way is I'll show you, but if you have to do it manually, you have to keep checking one by one to check it was all numbers. Yeah. But in a faster way, you select the whole data and you press again Control plus G, go to special and you go to formulas. Basically the numbers, some of the numbers might be formulas. So you select the numbers and click OK. It has highlighted this. You can highlight it as red, like I said. You clearly see there's a formula, 766 into 98%. Yeah. And finally, yeah, what I want to do is rename all the blank cells to be decided. So you can see there are several blank spaces here. How would I rename all these into to be decided? The way I do it is select the whole data set, Control G again, go to special, click on blanks this time. So if you're going to look for blanks and click OK. So here it has selected all the cells that are blank. Don't click on any other cell, otherwise the dynamic selection is gone. What you do is just say to be decided. Yeah. And instead of pressing enter, you have to press something called Control Enter. When you do that, it will update all the blank cells into to be desired. And that's how you do these four first set. And the second set, as I said, okay, I'll show you how to fill in the intermittent blank cells. Here, what we're going to do is convert this into something like this. So the same function is going to be used. Select this whole data set and say Control G. Here we're going to go to Special. Again, blanks. Click OK. And you say equal. And all you have to say is which line you want to refer to. So here the data is the line above. So I refer to the data line above. We are in A5. I'm going to refer to A4. Then you press Control Enter. That automatically fills in all the data. Similarly, we're going to do it for the data that is below. So same way, I select the whole data set and I say Control G. Go to Special. Here you want to fill the blanks. Click on blanks. Now I want to refer it to the line that is below. So I say equal. I press down arrow. It selects the one below. Then I say Control Enter. It automatically fills. You can see, yeah, you will get this. And that is set 2. And finally, set 3 is highlight only the active cells. Let's say you have a data like this where it is grouped into 3 levels. Now you want to just highlight the total for each of the supplier, something like this. The way you do it is you select, you group it at level 3 and you select only this data. And again, you can go to Control G, click on Special. You can just select only visible cells only. These cells are visible. Then you can see it is selected only these. You can see the white line before, which means it's selected only these. Then you can go highlight it in whatever color you want, say blue. So now if you do this, you can see below only those totals highlighted. So if I don't do it this way, let's say if I don't do the visible cells, let's say I say Control Z. So if I don't do the visible cells, if I go select the whole thing and say blue, it's coloring even the blue below. You can see, right? So we don't want that to happen here. That's why we have to use visible cells only. So to actually get this right, okay, so I'm going to select this and I'm going to say no color, no fill. So I go to Control G, go to Special, visible cells only. Now I apply the color. Let's say this time orange. Now you can see it's only visible cells, right? There's a shortcut to select this visible cell. Like, you can just say Alt semicolon that selects only the visible cell. Shortcut. So there's a quick video to show you how you can clean data or manipulate data in a way that which is useful for analysis or for visualization. These are some quick tips. I hope it is helpful. I'll see you with another video very soon on some detailed examples on data cleaning. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.